The Washington Capitals are officially deadline sellers as they have moved on from Anthony Mantha, sending him to the Vegas Golden Knights in exchange for a 2024 second-round pick and a 2026 fourth-round pick. Washington will retain half of Mantha's salary. He has 1 year left on a contract with a cap hit of $5.7 million for the rest of this year, so Washington will be forking over $2.85 million for the rest of the year. But the question I'm most interested in is, did Washington get back fair value in this trade for Anthony Mantha? And looking at Mantha's performance this year, he has 20 goals and 34 points in 56 games this year, by far his most productive year as a Cap, and that offensive production plus his stout defensive play has earned him a 4.2 point share through 56 games in Washington. And according to that video I did on the historic value of draft picks at the trade deadline, Washington got underpaid for Mantha by about a factor of about 1.6 point share in value. As a reminder, that retained salary doesn't move the needle in any direction, so Washington gave up a player who had 4.2 point shares worth of value this season and only got 2.6 point shares worth of value. The historic trade chart says that Mantha should have been worth at least a first round pick this year plus a mid-round pick, and the fact that Washington could only get a single pick in this year's draft and a second rounder at that is honestly pretty pathetic. Washington overpaid terribly to get Mantha back in 2021, giving up, among other things, Jacob Vrana and a first-round pick. And I would say that they're selling high on Mantha now, given that he is on pace to have his best season, perhaps of his entire career, and definitely of his career in Washington. But still, leaving that much value on the table days before the trade deadline hits, to me is just GM Brian McClellan rounding out this saga by failing to recoup appropriate value. So all in all, it's a good move by the Vegas Golden Knights, who still have a first-round pick if they want to move that to get even more help. And for the Caps, yeah, this signals a rebuild, which is what I said that they should do, but you have to be getting back appropriate value, or at least getting it in the ballpark, and in this case, the Caps did not.